got an incredible feel for the game at that end. He's like the guard version of Draymond. He's quick enough to chase point guards around, big enough to guard wings. So he can literally guard 1 through 5 in the modern game.
Yeah, and look, Smart has held Curry to 29% from the floor as the closest defender in his career. That ranks 4th out of 90 qualified defenders dating back to 2013 and 14, which is the beginning, I guess, of the Steve Kerr era. And that's significant, but it's only so significant because they don't play each other all that much and all the rest of that. So let's give the fans something to look for, Amar'e, because the conversation is going to be, can they keep Smart on him? The Warriors move so much and so well without the ball and setting all those screens and all of that. They're going to try and find matchups that you don't like. Give the fans something to look for as far as how Smart is doing, staying on Steph Curry and then guarding him.
Well, Smart's going to try to do whatever he can to stay in contact with Steph Curry, right? You want to keep contact with him. When the screen comes, you want to try to fight over the screen and get back in front of your man. But the thing is about with Golden State Warriors is that they move so much. See, Steph Curry would set a back screen on, let's say Jordan Poole, for an example, and then cut to the basket.
Right.
And while your defense trying to figure out, are we going to switch or not, he's at the basket for a layup. So all those type of actions, all that movement is difficult for a player to guard. And Steve Kerr's a masterful coach. Like, he knows how to get Steph Curry open. And so they're going to go over offensive plays and figure out situations where they're going to put Curry in the best position to score.
See, that's what I love doing, is giving the fans specific things to look for. Because is it overstating it, Big Perk? Let me get you on this. Is it overstating it to say Marcus Smart on Steph Curry is the most important matchup of these NBA Finals?
No, it is. And Marcus Smart is the biggest X factor. But look, Greeny, Amar'e, Zach, let's not overthink this, right? We see the clips running. We see Marcus Smart drawing offensive fouls on Steph Curry because he's top blocking. We hear Steve Kerr talking about Marcus Smart. So you know what that tells me is that Marcus Smart is living rent-free in the Warriors organization head, and that he's a topic of discussion in that film room this morning, and they know that he's going to be a problem. We're talking about the defensive player of the year, one that I voted for. Greeny, I don't know if you voted for him, but I know Zach Lowe did. And so when I look at Marcus Smart and I think about his IQ in basketball, I'm like, listen, yes, you could go out there and you could put together a game plan, but at the end of the day, the game is won between those lines. And when you have a versatile defender like Marcus Smart with a high IQ, guess what? He can solve all those problems, whether it's pin downs, pick and rolls, whatever the actions is, that guy is a problem with it.
First of all, did you vote for him for Defensive Player of the Year?
Nope.
Who did you vote for?
Bam Adebayo.
Okay, fair enough. So that's topic one.
You.
They've already taken care of him. Now let's go to topic number 2. Do you agree that this is the matchup that will, I don't want to overstate it, the most important matchup of the NBA Finals? The most important factor will be that Smart has, and he's right. I mean, what Big Perk is saying is right. We just gave you the stats. He has given Steph as hard a time as anyone has given Steph. Is that the most important factor in this year's Finals?
I think it's the most important matchup, and I don't think those numbers are a fluke. I mean, Steve Kerr said he's the Draymond of guards. That's the highest compliment Steve Kerr can give a defensive player. And as Hembo alerted us a couple weeks ago on Hembo's Sneaky Trivia, the Celtics are the only team in the NBA with a winning record against the Warriors in the Steve Kerr era. That's not an accident. That's in part because Marcus Smart is a really great matchup for Stephen Curry, and they're loaded with big wings who can switch and play all kinds of different defenses. But as Amar'e said, guarding Steph is not a one-man job because Steph is 5 different players in 15 seconds. He's a pick-and-roll ball handler. Then he's Ray Allen curling off screens. Then he's screening. All of that stuff requires all 5 guys on a string, switching, all that stuff. So it's not just him, but the Celtics are well-equipped to do all that.
That's right, and that is the primary reason I like Boston, because Amar'e, having just watched them, and you just coached against them right at the beginning of this postseason, they're not just Marcus Smart. He is a great individual defender. The reason that maybe the reason that people whoever didn't vote for him, didn't for Player of the Year, is because their defense is so team-oriented, right? They stay together and are connected on that end of the floor as well as any team. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.